everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game features arguably the best defense in the NFL. The Rams are the least scored on team in the league, and they'll be up against the Raiders offense that will need to rise to the occasion.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Los Angeles Rams. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
They'll set up to throw. Austin's got it left side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
He'll look to throw. And he finds Barnage. He's got it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. The wide receiver moving to a new spot.
Gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Bruce Irvin in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. They'll set up a throw. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Hurry up, here we go.
They go play action here on first down. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. And he's got room. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. A big play that time for the Raiders. And even 70 yards. Nothing fancy there. A little smash-mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut, as you described, and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
On first and goal, Washington. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
They'll try again with Washington. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on third down. Here is Lynch on third and goal. Call it 6, maybe 7, but now they're left with fourth down and goal.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams getting set to go now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Now back to throw. Flush to his right. Throw left side complete. It's Austin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They try right side here, Gurley. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's where they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
I haven't met a defensive coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job. Hold him to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Here we go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw here. Looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. But they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They start the drive with Lynch. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll run again with Lynch. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Throwing his car on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And an update now from up in Seattle. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Isn't that the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Back to throw here. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Third and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime.
All right, here we go. No. Check. Patriot.
Back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Austin. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. To throw now on 1st down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he's taken down, but not before before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Here we go.
On first down, it's Gurley. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
Second down, this is Gurley. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
On now is the big leg of Greg Zuerlein. He has hit from as far as 61 away in his career. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Well, they gave the 60-yarder a try, didn't make it, and now they're in a tough position defensively. This offense has it at midfield. From midfield, here's Carr. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On second down, Lynch. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. To throw on 3rd down. Carr. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Working from the gun, it's Carr. This one left side, caught by Patterson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Carr gives to Lynch on the draw. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
They run again on first down. Lynch. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Gives to Marshawn, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. The Raiders on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Lynch, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Marshawn Lynch with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. The Jets have scored again, so they open up a 2-touchdown advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready. Now let's go. Green, 30. Gone.
He'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now after the INT, it's Carr. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion. Here's a give to Lynch. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. The Raiders on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12. On third down, they go Lynch. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Marquette King now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary.
Detroit! Detroit! Over! Detroit! Detroit!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Not that time for Watkins, and that'll bring up second down.
Set! Green, 39! Green! All right, now, look at 56. Look at... No. Check. Patriot! Patriot!
They're going to look to throw. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he'll be out of bounds, getting it across the 25. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Looking to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Watkins that time, and now it's second down.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football, and we just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
To throw now on 2nd and 10. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Mario Edwards in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. The Rams on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. They'll drop to throw. They got him in. It's Woods. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 23 yards on the play. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Offense needs something here on second down. It is 2nd and long.
All right, here we go.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Bruce Irvin in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll look to throw. as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
And an update from a game going on up in Santa Clara, and the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. And now here come the Raiders. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
They'll start on the ground with Lynch. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front as we send you cross-country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report. Here's Larry Ridley. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
10 yards still left on second down. To throw his car. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Raiders on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. A toss play. This is Lynch. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision. And receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Now Gurley, handoff left. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Throw here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mario Edwards in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. The Rams on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 16.
Hurry up, here we go.
He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Gary Conlon. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
7:35 Monday, down.
First down, the run with Lynch. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. In motion, Patterson. Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. On 3rd down, that's Lynch. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Marquette King now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Checking the NFL scoreboard, they're in the 3rd at MetLife Stadium. The Jets continuing to pour it on. They're opening the lead up even further. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Carry now for Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. They'll set up to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Checking the NFL scoreboard there in the third at MetLife Stadium. The Jets continuing to pour it on. They're opening the lead up even further. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Now a give running left for Gurley. And Gurley fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And the Raiders pick it up. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Across the 30 to the 32.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their number one goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
Second down following the run. They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
On third down, that's Lynch. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on fourth down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On is the punter, King, to send it away. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
All right, here we go.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the fourth and final quarter. Carry on the return. And an alley to run. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
From the pistol, they run with Lynch. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. On the give, this is Lynch. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get it behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down. The Raiders on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Toss play to Lynch. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
A good pickup there, a 22. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Khalil Mack in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Now back to throw. Over the middle, he hits Austin. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. To throw here. And now here is another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one. And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm. Handoff comes to Lynch. Lynch fighting, and he lost the football. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there. Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for. Lynch running the counter, and he loses the football a second time, and he's got some space here. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready, and the return will stop right around the 25. In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have, where you checked off your boxes, but 0 turnovers, that's a universal, and while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here. Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Hurry up, here we go. 3, 9, 2.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Khalil Mack in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
No. Check. Patriots, go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Austin. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Now let's go. All right, man, look at 56.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Ryan Carruthers with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8.
All right, here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. They'll look to throw. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. On 3rd down, it's Lynch. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Here's Marquette King now as he's on to punt for Oakland. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now Austin. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Here we go now. 3-19. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll set up a throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Austin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Back to throw here. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. They're going to look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
A carry now for Lynch. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And on 2nd and 10 now. Getting the call, Lynch running left. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 10. Now Lynch. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Here's Marquette King now as he's on to punt for Oakland. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Here's Austin. 12 yards on the return that time, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Bruce Irvin in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. The Rams on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is third down and 12. Back to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by David Amerson. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
They are on to the fourth quarter now, by the way, in Santa Clara. And the Cardinals moving out in front late. A win would be just their second of the year if they could hold on. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back to throw now on first down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
11 yards for number 11. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Okay, we got 4. We got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. So Charles.